Hey guys, be sure to check out our Facebook and Twitter pages for giveaways, news, and discussions with the Game Code crew. I play favorites. Just a heads up. Welcome back, guys. The first guest of the season here on the Game Code is none other than Mr. MaximusBlack, one half and co-founder of Life's a Glitch TV with yours truly, and an internet personality on both Twitch TV and YouTube, thanks to a couple of broken controllers and some chainmail. Let's get talking. Mr. Black, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm great, man.
Yeah, excellent. You had sushi for breakfast this morning, I hear.
Yes.
That's not bad. Where are you going these days for that anyway? Are you still going to?
Happy Healthy Sushi.
Yes. Well,
they better pay you for that plug.
If you're going, well, hey, collab. I wouldn't mind having some Happy Healthy Sushi on the daily. So we're here today to talk about pretty much everything that you've talked about in every other interview that you've ever done.
Great.
But it's me doing it, so it's totally different.
It's weird.
Well, we've done stranger things, I suppose. How did this whole YouTube thing come about and be as completely animated about it as possible? Because when you first came into my home and explained this to me, you were very animated.
Okay. Well, it actually started October 28th.
Yes.
2010.
That's my only input that you're getting from me, is the 28th of October.
Okay, cool.
Yes, absolutely.
I was working as a server at Swiss Chalet. Yeah, Main Street Swiss Chalet. I miss the people, but I do not miss the hard labor. And I dropped out of university, and I was basically doing everything that a young 20, 21-year-old guy does. Most guys, anyway, at least the guys that I hung around with, except for you, of course.
Yeah, except for me. I might have been the one exception in the group. Yeah.
Basically partying, having a good time, just being young and trying to have fun, but then the fun kind of stopped. And I got tired of doing the cookie cutter life. I dropped out of school. I went to Dalhousie because it was what my parents wanted me to do. It wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. I had decent grades leaving high school. I went with a scholarship. I had the majority of my year paid for, and I still just wasn't happy. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do something I loved. Actually, film was always something that I wanted to do.
You considered going to school for that at
one point. I always wanted to be a movie director. I think like being in the studio and stuff like this is really cool.
High-tech equipment we have here too. This is the stuff you would have used at school, I'm sure.
And that didn't work out. You know, it's one of those realities where you go, okay, it's just too late. You almost have to start those things young and really work into that profession. It's like you know, trying to become an actor. You know, there's probably very few actors that at the age 30 or 40 go, you know what, I want to be a movie star. It's usually something that happens as you're growing up, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And same with film, right?
Yeah.
You want to be in there growing up. So I knew that that wasn't going to be a reality for me, or if it was going to be, it was going to require a lot of sacrifice. So the next best thing was video games. I love playing video games. Obviously, we played a lot of games growing up.
There's a few.
Yeah.
We played a few.
And to be perfectly honest, doing this wasn't really supposed to be a job. It was more like an escape for me, trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because where I'm at today was not what I envisioned. I thought that I'd play games, it would kind of get me out of the party scene a bit. I'd be able to like slow down and figure out exactly what I want to do with my life, maybe go back to school, you know, maybe make a couple bucks playing games, but never a career like we have today, right?
No, absolutely not.
So yeah, I went to your place and I said, hey, Adam, you want to start up a YouTube channel? And Adam, okay, sure.
That's as accurate as it gets.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You literally walked into my home. I was in the middle of playing something at the time. I turned around and you actually, that's the only words you said. You didn't say hi. You didn't say how are you. Anything like that. You were not worried about how I was feeling that day. You just said, hey, I could go for a YouTube channel. What do you say? And I said, yeah, okay. And 3 years later, here we are. But yeah, okay. So that's literally, and we've answered that question before.
That's pretty much where it started.
And that's pretty much it is. It sounds ridiculous, but that's exactly how it panned out. That's the same thing you did when you told me that you wanted to make Chuck Norris t-shirts too.
Yes. Yeah,
except that didn't pan out as well as this.
It's so bizarre because growing up, I've always had, and if I'm talking too much, just shut me up.
Never.
But you know, growing up, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I was always trying to figure out ways to make money. Whether it was like, you know.
Well, you had what? You had Chuck Norris T-shirts.
Yep.
Then there was diaper cakes with you and Kayla.
Yeah.
Perhaps the more embarrassing
thing.
It's that nobody, maybe not that many people knew about. I made your business card for that. It was a great business card, by the way.
It was nice.
It was a very nice business card. But you've always done that.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, I used to collect carts at the grocery stores. Yeah. Like people used to. That was like back in the day when they used to put the quarter in the carts to get them.
Yeah.
So the people would take out take their groceries to their car, and I'd be like, hey, may I have your cart? In return, I'll put your groceries in your trunk for you, right? So you just go in your car, I'll put your groceries in your trunk, and as long as I can take the cart and get my quarter, you know, that was how I was making money. Yeah. So, you know, I'd make like $5 at the end of the day, and as a kid, it was like, man, I made $5.
Well, when you're 10 years old and you make $5 a day.
Whatever I could do.
I barely make $5 a day on YouTube right now, so that's actually not a bad gig. It's not too bad at all. If somebody's watching this and saying, hey, I could totally run my own TV show out of the basement for YouTube or on a live stream, what's the #1 thing that those people should know before trying to do that, even as a hobby?
Yeah. Well, as a hobby, if you want people to take you serious, you need to have a good camera and good audio. So that's first and foremost. I mean, you could be the best entertainer in the world, but if your stuff looks like garbage or you can't hear it, ain't nobody got time for that, right? Ain't nobody gonna watch that, right? So those are the first things. That doesn't mean you have to, like when we started out, I mean, we had a really crappy webcam and a really crappy microphone. And,
yes, we did. I mean, terrible microphone.
Times have changed. You know, we've upgraded because, well, it's our job now. We have a certain standard. So start off small. You know, I've had people go, I'm thinking about dropping her to school and doing what you did. And I go, whoa, hold up the fun bus. Hold up the fun bus. You're not going to fail school because of me, for one. Right? For two, really think this through, you know. I always tell people if they're in a financial situation where they can take a year off and give it everything. If you're really interested. If you really want to go for it, take a year and grind it out, right? You're gonna get 10 viewers, and it's gonna make you feel crappy, and
that goes for almost anything that you want to do.
Anything that you want to do in the world, right? So it's got to be hard work and determination, but for the most part, a lot of it is luck. Yeah. It's kind of like with us. When Cheese Fails, it's about creating something, being original, and having a little bit of luck. Because all it takes is having the right eyes see your video at the right time, get that plug, and it snowballs from there. And that's what happened. And then you can start to do more and more things. But be original, get good quality, work really hard. And really want to do it. Yep. I mean, you better wake up, eat, sleep, and breathe that thing on a daily basis. Because at the end of the day, if you don't, your content will suffer for it. That's right. 100%. Well, thank you very much for stopping by here today. Yeah. I'm going to be seeing you very soon after this anyway, so I'll see you then. Yeah. Enjoy your movie. I really appreciate it, though, coming by here at the Games Code Studios. And of course, if you didn't catch all of this interview from the show, you'll be able to see that up on our social media, so make sure to go check us out on Facebook and Twitter. And until I see you again, sir, enjoy your movie. Yeah. And we're going to make some content later on. That's right. That's right. Nice watch. We'll see you guys soon. I like your watch. Oh, thank you. Wait. That's going to be it for us here at the Game Code. Of course, we'll be back next time with more important things in life, like games and games. Until then, please have a good morning, have a good afternoon, or have a great evening. We'll see you next time. We want to give a special thanks to the Cartridge family for providing us with a slick new theme tune. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter for some cool video game covers. And also a special thanks to the Last Game Store. Check them out for some great gaming swag.